Hi everybody, and welcome to the live stream for Axion auction. So this Axion token channel, obviously, Superman, your host, and yeah, we're gonna have fun here with the auction close. We're actually doing pretty awesome. This is a venture capital auction number 26, and it yeah, really got sold out pretty fast at the beginning, and we've only got a few ETH left in there. 27.93 ETH versus 34.22. That's $121,000 to sell out. So there's a bit of room there for somebody to get in there, or one or two people to get in there. So pretty neat. And yeah, 501 million Axion up for grabs, 133,000 US dollars. Very nice indeed. And of course, wrap Bitcoin is what you get back if you bid in. You get 10% wrap Bitcoin back, and then you obviously get some of these historic rates here of 14.6 million Axion per ETH as well on top of that. Pretty amazing stuff. And obviously gas fees are really not too bad at the moment, down at that 50 Gwei mark. Very cool indeed. Good day for the VCA. Get all the epic benefits. And you can see that the last record that we had was 15.3 million is our current record per ETH, but getting anything up in this range is pretty fantastic. And yeah, yesterday was 14.6, and we're back at that still today, 14.6. So I'm sure that this week or 2 weeks or whatever, however long this lasts, will be remembered in the future. Pretty amazing stuff. And now I've want to welcome everybody. Let's go to the chat. Mr. Frost is in the house. Good morning, Mr. Frost. Welcome to Axion for sure. Axion show actually. Yeah, John Atkins. Hi everybody. Yet another good VCA day. Yep, very cool as well. So these are working out pretty well. 4 VCAs, 500 million, and then we've got 3 regular auctions, which 200 million each. And sometimes they have penalties rolled in there as well from people that early unstake and stuff like that. And so let's have a quick look at what we've got coming up as well. So at the end of this venture capital auction in 23 minutes, we've got a regular auction, and that's 200 million, and just over 200 million. That's $53,363. So that's pretty cool. That's the 18th of May. That's going to be auction day 186. So very cool. And yeah, that's probably going to start off with a similar ratio. Now they've been selling out like hotcakes, those regular auctions, so we're going to watch that and see whether that happens again the first 10 minutes. There is a 90% soft cap. It helps to get the bidders a 10% discount to market, in addition to the 10% benefit for Axion in a regular auction, or 10% wrap Bitcoin if you're in a VCA like this one is. So that's pretty much how that works. And yeah, pretty cool. Now there are 2 fees to enter auctions, one entering, one exiting, but of course, as the title of the video, Axion version 3 is coming up. It is a unique solution on the Ethereum blockchain to deal with, first of all, the fees, and also I guess longer term with product innovations, new products and stuff like that will open up that as well. And basically by doing those 2 things, lowering the fees and having more product innovations on there, you're going to open up a whole ton of economic energy inside the Axion ecosystem, which is expanding anyway. So pretty amazing stuff there. That's why I say Axion version 3 is awesome. Now if you haven't seen the Axion Today show, that was awesome. They had some of the devs, Defro and that I think was on there, and it was pretty amazing stuff. They went through the binary, they went through the bit of the maths, basic maths for that, and they also went through some of the ramifications for the fees. So you're talking about they used 200 Gwei, which I thought was an excellent example, and they talked about that if you had 200 Gwei, that after the innovations with the mathematics inside of doing the blockchain on version 3, that they'll be able to get it down to $6 to $8. And obviously if the Gwei gets really low, you're talking about $1 or $2, something like that. So it's going to be incredible for the staking. Also, they're going to have a strong benefit to the auctions as well. There's one part that they couldn't actually fix up on the auctions, but that will be dramatically reduced as well, and it will be 1 transaction as well, not 2 transactions for the auction. So that's going to be a huge game changer. You watch that. That's going to open up a whole new set of investors. Also onboarding people that aren't even in crypto. They'll find the fees quite reasonable, and that won't be a problem at all. So very exciting stuff there, folks. I think that's going to be a game changer. It is awesome. Watch the Axion Today show. It was a real eye-opener, and of course you can jump around on the video to get to where you want to if you want to. So that's pretty exciting. Now I enjoyed it. I think I watched most of it. Probably watched a good 80%, I think. So it was a very good show. Let's have a quick look on here. So we've got, let's have a look here. Alex K. Hey everybody. A number of things. I think the trend is about to change for Axion. I agree with you. A number of things. Time for holders to be rewarded. I'm super bullish on Axion going forward. It deserves the parabolic run. More token staking than any other crypto. Absolutely, number of things. Well, we hope that you get involved in that as well long term. I think that you're right on the money there. And Axion version 3 is going to game change that economic energy, and that's a big deal, right? It's a big deal. And Mr. Faraz, hi to you all, and it's good to see you there again, Mr. Faraz. So, hey, welcome to the live stream. We're just going to watch this auction play out. Auction 185, 17th of May, VCA. Number 26 closing out there. Now obviously after we've got the regular auction here, all the auctions have been selling out like hotcakes. I think we've got a nice balance. We can probably do a few little tweaks. There is a vote coming up from Punky that was supposed to be 24 hours. I think it's a little bit longer, but that's normal. You have to reword things and get things quite right. You got to think through the logic and stuff like that. That's all been done. I think it's just been written up. So we're expecting some votes there. I don't think they've come out yet. Let's go into the announcements here. Don't think there's any votes on announcements yet, but they're coming. I think there's 2 votes coming up, so we'll look forward to that. This was the deep dive that I was talking about. So if you haven't seen this, this is the Axion version 3 that was on today, and it was with the Deaf Bros, and I think they're pretty good programmers and mathematicians, to be honest, to get their heads around all that stuff. So it's great to have people like that in the community. They've already had huge impact, obviously, on Axion already. But this is game-changing solution on the Ethereum blockchain. Look, hey, Wise Token, for example, who I love all these projects, but Wise Token had to go on to other blockchains to relaunch their products and expand the ecosystem. That's cool. Hex has to fork the Ethereum blockchain into Pulsechain, but Axion is just staying on there, and they've innovated on the math side on the Axions to reduce the fees down to something that's quite reasonable, what we call cheap, and you're talking about a few dollars now is the potential, particularly for staking, which is the biggest one, and that's a huge game changer. So people are looking for solutions. Some people are going to second layers, going on to second layer protocols, and that doesn't mean that Axion can't do stuff like that, like Polkadot or Matic, that sort of stuff. But hey, that's pretty awesome. I think the team's incredible doing that stuff, and once again they just keep surprising, and that's only just part. That version 3 is a crucial part of the infrastructure, but it's just one part of all the stuff that Axion's up to. So it's pretty exciting stuff, guys. Anyway, check this out. This is the video that was out there today. I'll put that in the chat, and it's well worth a watch. And if you're invested, it's good to stay in touch with all these developments that are happening. So Axion today, version 3. And well worth a watch of this video. Very cool. Give it a thumbs up as well. That obviously helps with the YouTube algorithms. But let's get back to the auction here, and we'll check that out. So this is what we're at the moment, 14.6 million. I mean, it's crazy stuff. But honestly, people that are getting this at the moment, I think, are going to be like super stoked down the road. Probably a few months or something like that. It just depends. There's a couple other things going to come out too, and a couple ideas that I think are being floated around. So I don't want to talk about them, but I think they're going to be pretty epic as well, and they'll look forward to those surprises as they come down the road. But here's the Axion price at the moment: 0.026293. We've got 9 million in liquidity, 132,000 in daily volume, which is on the very low side. So these times are good times to pick up stuff. Obviously not investment advice, but basically buy low, right? Buy low is the typical thing, and typically it's buy low, sell high, but obviously if you're into staking, you want the rewards over long term, then buy low, stake long. That's basically what you do. Buy low, stake long. So it's a little variance there. Obviously you're going to get your swing traders, and you're going to get your people that trade. That's this normal part of markets. Pooled ETH, you got 1,292, and Axion 17.2 million there. Now here's something that's really important. We're going to check this out as well, because I think this is really important to point out, is that obviously we had the market pullback. we had a major correction, which is healthy in the bull market, really. We had 18, you got 11. It's actually come back a bit, so the 7 days actually a bit better now than it was. But you had over 20% pullback. That's a major pullback, major correction. But on the logarithmic scale, we're still on that bull market run. We've still got a real bull market thing. We looked at it yesterday, and we've had a bit of comeback here in the 24-hour, 1 hour period, as you can see there. So that's quite cool. And as I pointed out, with Matic has really run. Matic's done a run there, just like we talked about. So we have been picking some good winners lately. So Polygon is at 212. It did go up even higher, 235 something. So watch that one. I think that's going to still get re-rated. 12.6 billion. Sorry. So I still think that's got quite a bit to run as the second last solution, stuff like that. So there's a lot out there at the moment doing stuff like that. Obviously, still Cardano. I still think there's quite a bit of room for Cardano to move. So some interesting stuff going there as well. So. Pretty cool. And here's the big thing I wanted to show at the moment. Obviously, is the auction, and we'll come back to that. But I just wanted to point out at the moment that the liquidity is at 44 billion liquid, but obviously there's 3 billion in a special address for payments. So that actually takes us down to 41 billion, and that if we exclude one of the smaller contracts, then we're at pretty much 40.7 billion, which is cool. So that's really lower. Some of that staking stuff that we just had with the end of that bonus for your vote, your shares, that has really helped, and so really we're at about 40.7 billion, and that's cool. We want to see that liquidity get squeezed out, and yeah, we'll see what happens there in the next few weeks, but I think that's going to be pretty epic, and I think version 3 when it comes out is certainly going to help people take that next step as well. So exciting stuff, folks, exciting as well. Let's have a look back at the chat here. Lamzo's in the house. Hey, Superman and Axion Nation. Hey, Lamzo's good to see you. And Patricia Steers in the house. Hey, Axion Token. Hi, Lamzo. Mr. Farage. Alex K, our moderator. Hi, everybody. Alex, I just missed you up there, actually. And John Atkins, even Number of Things is here. Yeah, we've got a special guest, Number of Things, is in the house. So good to see you, Number of Things. And hey, Patricia Steer and everybody. I still can't believe that Superman hasn't got any KFC. It's calling your name, mate, sweet ass. Hey, but that's Robbie. I know you're trying to mind control me, so I'm fighting it with all my might. I know you think you're a bit like my kryptonite. But I'm going to fight it. But I'll probably end up, if I do get KFC, you'll know about it, Robbie. You'll know about it. Alex K. Ho, yo, Patricia Steer, nice to see you, and Patricia, hi to see you, Robbie. So pretty nice there. Very good, friendly community, Axion. So if you want a nice, friendly crypto community, get into Axion's pretty cool. Obviously, we can have a bit of a joke around as well. But that's it. Katana TV's in the house. Hey, Katana TV, you were onto it, man. You're onto it. Good morning, Axionites. So big hats off to you, Katana TV. You good call. So very cool on that one. So yeah, let's just jump back down to the auction. Look at that Bitcoin, man, 109.05 Bitcoin, just under $5 million US, ticking away like clockwork. So all these people that have max shared or got decent staking ladders are just enjoying these wrapped Bitcoin divs, and Axion just accumulating up there. Very nice indeed. And already 78.5 has been withdrawn. And this is, like I say, we've got Axion wealth, we've got wrapped Bitcoin wealth, and we've got sleepy sloth wealth, and we also got, what else we got? We got SKRT wealth, and obviously some of that's airdrops coming. I think it's the 26th, somewhere like that. I can't remember now the date, but it was 30 days afterwards. So that's looking pretty fun. And there's more in the pipeline, more IEOs in the pipeline, more stuff coming. So pretty awesome. Axion investors are getting all those wealth just layered up on each other. Very cool. That's the big vision, and it's going really nicely. And obviously, these prices are pretty awesome to get up. Look at this, 000629. That's pretty cheap as chips, if you're asking me. Obviously, it bounced off. What did it bounce off there? About 000233. So nice pickups for people that picked that up around there. Very cool. All right, let's go back to there. We've got 10 minutes. We're in 11 minutes, so let's see. There's a bit of room there for somebody to get in. I'm sure somebody will. This is the sniping hour, as we call it, but particularly the last sniping 10 minutes. So we'll see who gets in there. But these rates are pretty historic in my view, so pretty neat. And also, you get 10% wrapped Bitcoin back immediately to your wallet. So far we've had 1.8142 Bitcoin paid to stakers. That's $82,280, and that's withdrawable immediately. You can go into your to the Axion staking platform here. This is the official one. You can just go onto your stake page over here, and if you've got a registered address, you'll have a row here that you can't see on this screen. But if you had one there, you could actually withdraw it from. It'll show up there with your wrap Bitcoin, and you can withdraw that. You need a stake, obviously, to be able to get eligible for that. But there we are, folks. 27.93 and versus 34.54. Let's just jump back to the Axion Today show one. I like this dashboard just because it's got the auction price rate at the bottom, so it's quick for people to see the discount that they're going to get compared to Uniswap. So fun times, everybody. Fun times. Things are only heating up in Axion, man. I mean, seriously, like I said, the price is going to be the last thing to go from the looks of it, and it's going to be fun times ahead. What is it? We got KFC. So look what Robbie started. Robbie always starts this KFC thing. That's because KFC on Axion Token channel and burritos on Axion Today channel. That's pretty much the food theme. It's not even seafood because that doesn't fit the Axion thing very well. Good morning, KFC, says Patricia. Hi, Cardano TV. John Atkins says, hi, Patricia. Robbie, enjoyed this show last night. Hope to see Patricia back next week. Yeah, Patricia was off the show. We did notice that one. Cardano TV, hi, Patricia. Hi, Robbie. And hi, Cardano TV. Mr. Frost says, hi, Patricia Steer. And a big smiley face there with little rosy red cheeks. Very cool. I thought we got a bit of ETH in there, but that wasn't the case. And what else we got going on there? So hello, everybody. Greetings from the north, says Aunt Willie. Hey, Aunt Willie, good to see you. And Cardano TV, poor Robbie got attacked on Pulsechain voice chat. Oh, really? I missed that. Was that just on, was it? Real shame, as Axion is so misunderstood by the Hex community. Yeah, that was intense, although had a few big Hex influencers reach out to me and having some good chats. Hey, yeah, well, we do have some Hex OGs and whales inside Axion. So, yeah, not funny. You know, funny, that stuff is hilarious. Like I said to you, you know, like a number of things, and the rest of us, we've all been around in Hex since the beginning. So it's really hilarious to see some of the culture, as it were. So the rest of us, we can just float over. Who cares what project or whatever? We just float around. It's all good and fun and all that. Patricia says, hi, Aunt Willie, and nothing but respect for Richard Hart and the Hex community. Yeah, of course. So you know, it's not, you're not becoming a zealot of something of and sorts. We embrace and respect everybody, and that's what I love about the Axion community. Absolutely, Cardano TV. So very cool. Yeah, just like I said to someone, we had someone come into the Axion Telegram, and I was just saying to them, hey, you know, we're in Hex, we're in Axion, so win-win, we don't lose, and it's pretty funny. Cardano TV says, that is so disappointing. Axion never says a bad word about Hex. I'm a Hexkin, many of us are. Yeah, that's right, Patricia, so it's no big deal. Hey, look, I think probably just about everybody in this chat that I can see of was probably had some ETH in the first auction on Axion. Sorry, on Hex. If you remember that day, I think it was about 20,000 ETH that day. Which obviously the price of ETH at that time was super duper cheaper. So anyway, we're down the last 6-7 minutes. We've got waiting for sniping to come in. We've got a bit of room there. So 28 versus 33. So we've got about 5-6 ETH there. So yeah, about 6 ETH that can go in there. So it's plenty of big bags to pick up that Axion. We'll see who is the lucky person to do that. And yeah, I don't know if there's any. So don't forget to watch this. This is with Dev Bros. Did you hear the deafening roar of Axion version 3 coming this quarter? Speaking of Dev, don't you dare miss tonight's Axion Today weekly broadcast starting at 10 p.m, which is already being done, right? This week, Patricia, Paul, Robbie will premiere last week's club exclusive show, which starred very special guests affectionately known as Dev Bros, Defdro and Janus. And they have been instrumental parts of the Axion community dev team, which emerged post-exploit last November. And tonight's show, Defdro and Janus We'll break down the gas-saving optimization plans for version 3 in layman's terms for an absolute stellar presentation. It was really good. I have posted it in the chat. Go watch it. It was really good. The Axion Today Club, along with its host, learned a ton from last week as recorded it, and we're excited to share the presentation and conversation with the entire Axion community. So honestly, Axion version 3 is going to be a game changer. It's going to open up the doors to the smaller investors, the medium investors, just open it up to everybody, and it's going to be huge for the economic energy across all the products, across staking, across auctions, across liquidity mining, across probably even withdrawing your wrapped Bitcoin, which is currently the cheapest thing to do on the Axion platform. Which is pretty cool, given how $5 million worth of wrapped Bitcoin that's been done. So very cool stuff there. Yeah, very nice to see that. So hey, the last 5 minutes, folks. We're counting it down. Whoop, whoop, whoop. At VCA 26. It's getting exciting. Grab your cocoa or whatever and sit back, because after this VCA, we've got the regular auction, which is auction day 186, and those have been selling out real fast. So we're going to watch that too, just the opening period, and see whether that gets sold out in 20 minutes, because typically that's about what it does. So we'll watch that one. Like I say, the 90% cap sort of does a first in, first served, and that really puts some pressure on there. And I think we've got a pretty good balance now with these auctions. The way the momentum for the last 2 weeks has been pretty epic. And the big news, of course, is the VCA, that the Friday VCA, which is typically when we have a mega VCA, gets the roll up, gets the wrap up, and that there's been selling down. It's been getting smaller and smaller. We had 2.1 billion, then it went down to 1.9 billion, and this week's is way lower. I'm trying to get those numbers up actually at the moment, but I might have to refresh. Let me just refresh this. Just refresh the page. Got to wait for it to update now. There we are. So you can see that next VCA on the 21st is the mega VCA, is only 1 billion and 50 million at the moment, and I don't imagine it getting much bigger than that. So that's amazing. That's a really, really super positive sign, and it's a good chance we'll just sell that thing out. We'll sell that sucker out. Obviously, we've got one VCA coming up in 2 days' time, and then we've got the mega VCA on Friday. And I wouldn't be surprised if we sell that sucker out. And what does that mean? That means that we've got no wash-up VCA from previous weeks in the VCAs, which is really shows you the mega demand. Then we've got VCA 3 coming, Axion 3 coming out. I mean, you can see this thing is about to ramp up. It is about to really take off. I'm pretty bullish, as you can tell, just in my tone, because it is looking really good for a winding up. So it will attract a lot of attention as well. Let me have a look. Let me go back here. I've just got a bit behind here on the chat. Well, he says, well, it seems that I don't respect Axion. Cardano TV, that is so disappointing. He said, never says bad word. I am a Hex OG, says Cardano TV, invested from the first day. Yeah, so that's what I said. There's quite a few of us in this chat that were at the beginning, and obviously we followed all that stuff, so it's just hilarious, this stuff. But hey, quite a few of those people that are all zealots now weren't even on the first day, so they've come in like 6 months later or 9 months later. That's what's hilarious. But that's crypto for you. It's a bit of, you got to just have fun with it, right? Built on the original code and has evolved to bring innovation to the whole crypto community. Absolutely, Cardano TV. I haven't heard of Hex until I got into Axion, says John. Rich Hart reminds me of my brother-in-law. Enough said. You could have said mother-in-law. You could have said, but I get it. Patricia said, thank you, John Atkins. And Patricia says, I'm drinking sparkling water and vacuuming before bed, almost 2 a.m. You love doing that multitasking at 2 a.m. It's brilliant. And you get to watch at the Axion Today, Axion Token Show, which is cool. Alex K, the market has been a little choppy, but it's getting better now. Yeah, so let's have a look at that quickly. We've got 1 minute to go. Yep, it's a little choppy there, you can see that, but that's true. 1 minute to go on the VCA 26, folks. We've had no sniping at this particular moment, so we'll see how it goes. Once we get down to that zero, we still have about a minute, minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes even, for ETH to come in afterwards. So we'll see if anyone decides to take this up. If the difference isn't sold, then, which is about 6 ETH, then that will then float over to Fridays, which will just lift that a bit from what I said for 1.11 billion. But we'll watch that one indeed. So we're pretty close to sold out on this one. Not quite. Was it 80 something %? Let's bring out the calculator. 30 seconds to go, folks. We'll see if someone snipes in there. 27.93 divided by 34.06. So yeah, we're at 82%. I think that's right. 82. I don't know what my calculator was doing, but it wasn't good numbers. Yeah, 28. No, that's doing it again. 28 divided by 34. That's a pretty easy number to do. And 82.3. Yeah, so looking good there. So the time is finished. I think we'll see. I think we might have just got some ETH. Oh no, we didn't. So we'll wait and see. We've got a minute or two to go with some ETH still coming in there. We've had that on many occasions. So we'll wait for that to happen. But very cool. 82% sold out at this stage. Very cool. That's a good result. Like I said, I think 30 to 40% is okay result. Anything up above that, I think I'd normally say 70% is a really good result. And we're up at 82.3, which is really cool. And don't forget, we just was it 12 hours, or just in this auction day even, we've had that correction being played out, and now we've had a bit of recovery in the market. Here we've got a bit of recovery now. We'll see where that heads. It's going to get a bit choppy, as Alex says, that's for sure. We'll probably etch up we'll have a look at the log scale. We'll probably just go like this, and then go try up for that next level. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Once people wash out the Elon Musk, criticisms and stuff like that, the Bitcoin and particularly Ethereum and that have got the economic energy to really push past all that stuff. Waiting for it to reset. I'll just refresh the page, and we'll refresh this one. There we are. So we've finished that one. So it looks like we did end up at 82%, 82.3. And let's just refreshing this page at the moment. Boom. So there we are. So we got paid about 1.8, almost 1.9 Bitcoin, I think it was. So somewhere in between there. That's pretty awesome. So that's more wrapped Bitcoin. And now we're up to 109.05 wrapped Bitcoin's been paid out to stakers. Presumably that's the final number there. And we've just started regular auction day 186. And there's 200 million up there for grabs. Now how regular auctions work is that if you bid in Ethereum, you will get a 10% bonus in Axion if you use a referral link. There's one in the video description. If you want to self-refer, use 2 addresses, and you can self-refer yourself with 2 addresses. And obviously, there's also the 90% cap, which tries to guarantee you, or not guarantee you, tries to get you the 10% discount to market as well. So there's those 2 benefits: the 90% cap with a 10% up to 10% discount of the auction price versus the market price on Uniswap, and obviously if you use a referral code, 10% bonus in the Axion that you'll get. And obviously the rate that we're starting off is 14.6 million per ETH, so you get 10% bonus on top of that. And plus the discount is, as you can see, compared to Uniswap, is just under 13.3 million Axion per ETH. So pretty big deal at the moment, especially at these rates being so high. I remember the lowest one we've had was the famous day when it went to 250,000 Axion per ETH with the accidental ETH slipping over into the regular auction on a small day, and that was 250. That's the lowest record one. Now we're here at 14.6, so you can see the huge contrast. We were getting averages about 4.5 million at some stage when the price was a bit higher, when we were launching VCAs and stuff like that. So it's around that mark. So you can see that 14.6 in that context is really huge. Now we need 13.6 ETH to sell this out, and typically these have been selling out like hotcakes. Now we're a couple of minutes into it, and we'll see maybe by 15 minutes in whether we get this sold out. Sometimes even 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and occasions we've had people flying over each other, boom, 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 and the soft cap gets affected, and it gets oversold. And therefore the auction price, which you can see is 10% cheaper, that can sometimes disappear altogether if people had sort of got their ETH transactions in the chain all at once. So watch out for that. I'm expecting this to be pretty cool. People have been certainly these are slightly favoured with the referral bonuses and self-referral. I gather these have been quite favoured. Also, we do have a bit of cycling from time to time, particularly bigger wallets. We see that occasionally, not every day, but we certainly see that happen. And sometimes you can see the market price gets impacted as well. So you can see the market price at the moment, 000293. Now we can't see any big account there moving, but sometimes occasionally you get people that will sell down knowing that they're getting a good rate, and then they're willing to stake it out. So for a regular auction, it's at 60 days minimum. So if you get those short people that have got basically they're swing traders, but they're a bit more than swing traders because they're willing to stake for 60 days. But you get that sort of cycling out. They're just basically wanting to accumulate more Axion. Maybe they see the big picture and they're playing for that sort of thing. But then others want to cycle out because they want to get heaps more Axion so they can stake max share. So you get a few of those as well. So it's a bit of the people doing that have got their own objectives, and that all makes the whole ecosystem move around. So very cool. All right, well, there we are, 5.59 ETH in there. Boom, 20,000 bucks, almost 19,500. Boom, like we said, it works like clockwork. I love it. So cool. I think I was just wondering if I missed a comment in there. Let's have a look at some of these comments. Alex says the market. Oh yeah, Cardano TV, Hex, and Axion, all innovators and trailblazers. Absolutely, and 3 of the best projects in crypto. Absolutely, Cardano TV would not be crypto without tribalism. You always get that in crypto. Cardano TV, Alex K, just shaking out the gamblers on leverage. Yeah, that's the one. And great for the long-term investors who ride the waves, making divs and accruing high return on investment APY interest on their bags. Absolutely, Cardano, you're onto it. And there we are. We've already started off with a cracker bid in there. We need 13.5 to sell out. We're already at 5.59. We're gonna, in a minute or two, we'll probably see who that was. Whether it was a little shrimp, like a new account, whether it's like a dolphin, shark, or something like that. That's got a bigger account that's just building their position. We'll see there. Obviously, the price is not. But what happens is that when that ETH goes in, that 5.59 in a regular auction, 80% of it is used to go on to Uniswap and buy Axion. And that goes back as dividends to stakers. So you can see that 5.59, 80% of that went to the market, and it bought 59 million Axion, and that's going to go to the stakers. So everyone that's staked, no matter how big they are, how small, how long, they're going to get a share of that based on the share percentage. That's $15,427 already straight off the bat. And you can go to market and you can find out that buy there. And so where's the buy? It's going to be here somewhere. Just waiting to see that actually. Here it is. Here it's just come in, just showing in right now. That was a bit delayed. So 2.4 ETH there. That's the first one. 8C. So the auction buying address is BF8C. You can see at the end there. So 2.4. So there must be a second one, a second bid in there as well, I think, from that one. And so we'll wait for that to pile, and that's obviously delayed. We should expect a second bid, and so now the price is going to get just propped up a bit by the ETH buying. I've just done a zoom on there, and that's in real time. So 2.4, expecting another one in there because we've got 5.59 in there, and waiting for that. So that's just reset. I'm not sure why that reset, but we'll see what happened there. I'll just refresh this page. Might have a few API issues there. We'll just watch that one. Alright, not sure. That'll probably pop back up there. Sometimes disappears. Well, let's go to the official Axion staking platform and see there. Yeah, 59 million. So that's pretty cool. 5.59. And we will see who that is coming up. And let's check that out. Not sure if we've got that in yet. Let's go to the activity. I'm not sure if they've popped up with the notifications, but they may have. Let's go and have a look. So 7 minutes ago. So we've got these two bids. So we've got a shrimp, 2.59 ETH, and we've got the second one. Pretty sure that's the right bid. Yeah, orange is the Bitcoin bid. So we've got that, and then the second one is a dolphin with 3 ETH. So that's 5.59. So there, those are the two bidders. Look at these big, massive stakes coming out of the VCA. A dolphin became a shark. Well done to dolphins. And 157 million Axion staked for max share. Wow. Just mind-blowing stuff. Mind-blowing, as Paul would say. And then there's another dolphin there, 66 million. So a max shared as well. Epic stuff, man. That's crazy cool. Very nice there. So let's go to the overview, and we'll scroll down. Now we're at 109.05. That's where we finished. So looking at that, and now our max share club 108.63 billion. We're climbing up, heading towards 110. 7,577 stakes. Very cool. Let's go onto the market and see whether we can see that second buy. I can only see one buy there that I can see. Make sure I've got the right timing here. We're at 9:07, so yeah, I think we're still waiting for another buy to come in there. Just not sure why that's delayed on that one, but we should see that come in. It'll be a second buy. We're at 0.0026480. We'll watch out for that. We're 10 minutes in and we're already stellar position. So 5.59 divided by 13.5. We love our maths on live screen. We're 41.4% sold out already. Very cool. And let's head back at those. Yeah, really nice stuff. It's going really nice. Woohoo! And don't forget, if you want to enter today's auction, you can get a 10% bonus and a referral link in the video description. And obviously, that will give you 10% more Axion. So at 14.4, it's almost 14.5 million per ETH at the moment. So just slightly down because of the auction buys. And so that would give you another, what's that, 1.47 million or something. So yeah, so it'll give you 1.45 million bonus on top of that. And you can see the auction buys back there. Let's be reset a bit. Oh, we got some more ETH in there, folks. Boom! 8.59. It's going like stellar. We're only like 11 minutes into a 24-hour auction, and we're already stellar selling it out. So show the smiley face or thumbs up in the chat there if you're impressed by the sellouts. Another one. It's crazy stuff. People are just sitting there waiting, man. They're waiting for the beginning of the auctions. And definitely people are loving the AXN bonus, eh? So that's pretty impressive. Let me just do the numbers there. Obviously with the lower price, like with this 14.5 million Axion per ETH, if people getting that 10% bonus, like, basically almost a 1.5 million more on top of the auction. But that's no wonder they're snapping these things up. Seeing the big picture, the long picture, the auction sellout, the ecosystem expanding. Axion launch, of course, is huge, and people will start to see how that equates to way more value for stakers over time. And with everything else that's going on, we've got the Fiat Gateway Connect credit cards. We've got strategic partners coming up. Axion version 3, of course, and a lot of other stuff. There'll be lots of stuff the team hasn't even given a heads up on, but pretty exciting stuff there, because we've got a strategy marketing team, we've got dev team, and we've got other people circling around that as well, which is pretty neat. We've got obviously the board of investors as well, and so we've got the board of investors and the Max Share Club. If you put them together, is a bit like the Origin wallet in Hex. So it kind of has a little bit like some of the functions, some of the behaviors of that are similar, but not the same, of course. And the other thing is, of course, Hex has about 5% liquid, and so we want to get Axion to that as well over time. We want to get Axion down to liquid, so we've probably got about 15% liquid, so we want to get that down to about 5% as well over time. Of course, Axion's doing it far more organically, so where people have to make decisions to do that with the right incentives in place. So that's sort of where we're at there. So there's a dolphin that bid in 3 ETH there, so that's our third bidder. So we had a shrimp and 2 dolphins. We'll go check out that bidder, and of course we'll go to the market and hopefully we'll see those bids there. So there's our first 2 bids. We had a shrimp and a dolphin, 2.53 ETH, and then we had another dolphin bid there, 3 ETH. And that's where we're at. So let's jump back here, and we're only 13.5 minutes in, and we're already well sold. So let's do the math there, 8.6 divided by 13.6, and that is we're now at 63.2% sold out. So nice jump there. And the price, let's have a look here. I might have to refresh this page. Doesn't seem to be, I can't see the other market buys on there. So we'll just refresh this and make sure I got the up to date. Sometimes these APIs don't refresh the rate that have a refresh rate that seems to go. Some reason for that anyway. Yeah, here we are. So it hadn't updated. Good thing I updated. And there we are. So we started off the hour. We had 2.06. That's the BF8C. That's the auction market buy address. Then we had 2.4, the BF8C. Then we had someone else buying a little bit there. And then we had the auction address make its third bid, 2.4, which is the 80% of 3 ETH. And there's the third one there. And obviously we've had a little bit of a bump in the price. Obviously ETH's moving around as well. So the US dollar value stuff. So that's where we're at. And you can see we've got it really should be a red candle, right? It's showing as it should be a green candle. It's actually showing as red, but that's just because where the price is relatively in the pool. So that's actually quite a positive candle, but it doesn't show up like that on there. This is a 15-minute chart, of course, and let's go back to let's just keep that. So that 15 minutes is fine. We'll just keep that view. And we're waiting for more. So here we are, 15 minutes in, folks. We'll see how we go. How long are we doing on the live stream here? 40 minutes. Wow. Let's have a good here. Let's go back here. Canard TV, big smile there. Patricia's got a moo cow. That's a pretty cute looking moo cow there, Patricia. Canard TV self-refers big payday. It is indeed. It is huge to do that. And Willie, what are the benefits of staying on the Ethereum platform with the Axion version 3 versus changing to another platform like others are doing? I know the fees will be much better, but anything else? Obviously, some of the things that Pulse won't be able to. Pulse is going to triple the throughput or quadruple the throughput, I think, and also obviously have dramatic lower fees, etc. And but the thing is that they're still going to have delegation and interest for stakers and stuff like that on there. But the thing is that they still won't have. Ethereum will still have obviously the giant ecosystem. It still controls, has about 80 to 85% of all the smart contracts. It still has the big ecosystem. It still has the big brand. It still will have the big whales. Obviously, a lot of the whales won't be porting over to Pulsechain, for example. So there are lots of big differences, and so that's going to be interesting. And obviously, ETH has ETH 2.0 coming over, but even with that, it still needs the layer 2 stuff. It still needs the MADX of the world. So those are some pretty key differences. But definitely in that window of opportunity at the moment, that gives huge opportunity for a low cost feature. So I think that's the way it goes. And so I think that Axion benefits from staying in the ETH ecosystem as long as it can get fees down to a reasonable level. Now they won't be cheap as chips level, but they'll be cheap. If you get down to a couple of dollars, people can live with that, and it's a lot better than $150, $250. The other problem with obviously stakes long term is that the S-load function. I think it's called twice on each day to go back and loop through. So the new version 3 Axion is not going to use loops in that fashion. So that's a big game changer. Yeah, I think that's probably some of the key ones there. Because obviously, if it has to loop through every day and you've got a long stake for 15 years, that costs you thousands and thousands of dollars, like 10, 15,000 or something. Some of the numbers that got put up. So that would just not be practical in any case. So yeah, I guess those are some of the reasons there. It doesn't stop Axion from doing other stuff on other platforms, but certainly Axion version 3 is what I would call at least a medium-term solution. And obviously when ETH 2.0 comes along, that's going to help things dramatically as well. They're looking at least 100,000 transactions per second, so that's a congestion issue. And obviously Axion's really dealing with the storage issue, so you can see more of that on the Axion Today's show, which is really what the main solution to reduce the costs are down dramatically. All right. There we are. So what we got there with 8.59, $30,000, already 32 million buybacks. That's a bit different from the other figure there I got there, 90 million. Got 90 million down here. Let's refresh. We're going to have to refresh the API on the Axion Today dashboard. That 32 million doesn't look right, did it? 73 million there, it says, and we've got more ETH in there. So pretty hilarious there. So this one's not even updated yet. Let me update that too. Man, I don't know what's happening with the API. Maybe it's just my computer not updating it. But there we're already at 12.59, folks, versus 13.66. That's basically a sellout now. There's a bit of room there. Was at about just a 0.9 ETH to get in there. So we're pretty much sold out, and we did it in well, at least well within 20 minutes, pretty much. We'll see how we go on that. So 12.59. Obviously, the prices will move around. Divided by 13.66. That's bad maths because my calculator's not resetting. So it's a resetting night issue. And 3.59 divided by 13.66. So 92.1. So well, just about sold out, and there's a little bit of room for maybe one investor to go in there, or two small investors, and that's where they're at. We've got 14.4 million per ETH, 13 million is the Uniswap price, and already we're going to refresh this, but we've obviously got about 90 million or something. We'll just refresh that here, and it's not updated there, but let me check this one here. So 131 million it says on here, versus what's got on the Axion Today show. Maybe it's just not updated yet. And so there we are, 131 million Axion being bought back to stakers. So very congratulations. That's a big number there. And we've got 43.9. So it's basically not far from sold out. There's a little bit of room there. On here it says there's a bit more, about 1.2 ETH. So people can get into that. They'll pretty much be sold out. And let me have a look here at time. Look like we need to double the regular auction. Yeah, well, those are some of the things that could be tweaked as well. But we'll see. I think that's good to have a certain cap, but normally we'll find that's a good point. Maybe something for Punky and that to think about. But you don't want to make it too big. I'd rather. I think they've. Yeah. There's something else that might be done. So we'll watch that one. Let me get. I'm just drifting here. Let me go. I wanted to go onto the market here, and we can see that buyback coming in. So here's the one we had 3.2 come in, so it was a pretty big bid, and that you can see that's come in there. Puts the price 26.6, and then we've had another small buy from somebody else there coming in, and those small buys are quite possible because the gas fees around 50 gwei, 55 gwei, and sometimes a little bit lower. So let's have a quick look at that, and we'll pull up the gwei prices. But that's pretty much it, folks. So I think we're pretty much close to sold out on that one, and that was super duper fast. So it just shows you the ETH is out there, and people want to get in, they can. There's the gas prices. You can see that we've got a pretty green day, and we've been in the 50s most of the last half a day. We've been pretty much in, or third of the day, we've been in the 50s. That's nice to see, and good time around the auctions, right? We particularly like it around the auction starts and ends. That's quite useful. But that's where we are at the gwei prices. You can see that a swap at the moment on Uniswap 3 is about $18 to $23 on fast, and yeah, and a transfer is about $3.60, $3.80 just on the ETH network. So you can imagine when Axion version 3 comes out, it's going to be dramatic. At 50 gwei, man, our costs for going in the auction are going to be super cheap. Cardano TV, going to be really quite amazing. Okay, I'm just going to wind out here. We're just about 50 minutes, so we'll probably go for 2 more minutes, and that will wrap up at 50 minutes. But basically sold out, very nice. We had about 83%, something like that, on the VCA 26, and we've had pretty much 92 plus, so it's going to obviously get sold out on the regular auction, and that's a great result. I'll just do one more refresh there, and don't think we had any news. Yep, so that's sort of updating that, but that's where we're up on that one. Let's go back to Discord, and we'll probably wrap up on the general scheme here. Let's go to the general. So I've got a few moderators in there talking. Be interesting to see what they're chatting about. Let's go to the AS here, and we'll check that out. So yeah, 90.53. So around that size. So that's going to sell out in no time. The remaining pretty quickly. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Really, another great momentum continues on for Axion, and lots of big things coming up. So very cool. Alex K, nice stream as always. And Patricia says, we appreciate you, sweet man. Hey, everyone appreciates everyone in the community. Awesome stuff. Always great to see you guys all at the same time. So much fun. Loving the positivity, energy. Keep up the good vibes flowing, sweet man. Absolutely. And I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Obviously, we've got another VCA starting up as well. We've got another 500 million. Billion, sorry. No, 500 million. Let me not get confused. Willie, thanks, sweet man. All the best. Catch you next time. Cheers. Don't forget to watch the Axion Today show if you want to learn more about Axion Vision 3. That was a really good episode with the devs there, Death Row Brothers. Cool. All right. Ciao.